Are you struggling with finding joy in your life? If so, and many people do, I have got the perfect tool for you today. I'm going to share with you Finding the Joy meditation. Click subscribe and like below if you would like to create a life full of joy. And this will really help you to find more joy in your life. And many people struggle with finding more joy in their life. And just some of the reasons why that is because they can't relax. They can't feel safe and trust and open up to allow joy. Because I do believe that joy is our natural state. And so what I would like to share with you today is a beautiful meditation that's going to help you to relax, to feel safe in yourself, and to be able to open up to joy in your life. So what I would like you to do now is find yourself somewhere comfortable, somewhere safe, where you don't have to do anything, and you can just relax and take some time out for you. So pause the video if you need to, get yourself comfortable, make sure you're not driving or doing anything that needs your concentration, that you can really just chill out. And you can use this before you go to bed as well, if you wish. So getting yourself nice and comfortable. You might be lying, you might be sitting, and really start to slow down. As I am with my words. Start to allow everything to slow down. And taking a nice deep breath in through the nose if you can. And then a lovely exhale. It might be through the mouth as I did. It might be sighing. It might be quiet. It might be through the nose. Whatever feels good for you right now. And then take another one. And you don't need to watch me. You can just listen to the sound of my voice. So if you need to put your computer or your phone down so you can really relax, then do that now so you can hear me. And then allowing yourself to really relax. What does that mean? Well, you might need to move around a little and just shake out, gently shaking out, taking some breaths, becoming aware of any tension in the body, anywhere you might have been holding on, and let that go. Maybe you're sitting or lying. And so once you're settled, the invitation is for you to close your eyes, if that feels okay. And if not, allow your eyes to soften. Let your body feel heavy, noticing the contact points that you make with the surface beneath you that is supporting you. It might be the ground, the floor. It might be your back. It might be the backs of your legs, the back of your head, your shoulders, your sitting bones, and really noticing what you notice. And letting go of anything that you think you might need to do right now. Because this is time for you to relax. Time for you to get in touch with your joy. And so I'm going to take you on a peaceful journey, a journey into yourself, where you can learn to let go, to relax, and take time just for you. And it can be difficult in our busy lives to take time out. So if you've managed to do that, just acknowledge that for a moment and allow yourself to feel proud, to notice, yeah, I've done this for myself. Well done, me. And taking more nice breaths into the body, allowing the air to create space within you, in your physical body, in your mind. It's okay to relax. And so we're going to start by scanning our body and consciously relaxing each part of our body to help us to relax, to connect with our body, which helps to take us out of our busy mind. So remind yourself that this is your time to relax and that you are safe. And really allow yourself to get comfortable another little bit. Maybe that might involve you moving a little bit more, just to see how much more comfortable you can make yourself. And remembering to come back to your breath. And if you find it difficult to relax or focus, then you can really focus on the sound of my voice. Or you can really focus on the feeling of your breath coming in and going out of the body. And so taking your attention to the top of your head and noticing if there's any tension or stress there. And then see if you can just let go of that stress or tension and relax a little bit more, even if it's only 1%. How could you relax the top of your head by one tiny little percent? And you might like to imagine squeezing the top of your head and scrunching up, and then letting go. And you might like to use the breath to do that too. So scrunching up and holding in the breath. And then exhaling and letting go. Or you might like to just inhale and then exhale whilst thinking about the top of your head. Allow yourself to play, and you might come up with your own possibility. And so allow that too. Your body knows what you need. And then slowly moving down from the top of the head to the forehead, into the area around the eyes, and the side of the head, and the back of the head. And again, focusing on that area. Choose an option. And then let go. And taking your focus into the rest of your face, below the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, the jaw, the mouth, the teeth, the ears, the throat. And notice if there's any tension in this area. And if there is, again, use the breath. Tense and release. Or find a way which might involve wriggling the jaw, pulling a silly face. It might involve swallowing to release any tension in the throat. Or having a sigh to let go. And then taking your focus into your throat, into your neck, the tops of your shoulders, at the back and at the front and the sides. And noticing where your shoulders are in relation to your ears. Are they up close around your ears? Can you let them down? Maybe using the breath or just allowing them to slide downwards. Maybe even combining with a little shoulder roll. And letting go of a little more tension. And then taking your focus down into the torso, down the spine, down to the chest, the lungs, the heart. Maybe taking a breath in, and you could see if the breath expands into those areas. And then letting go. And then focusing into the arms, into the shoulders, right down into the hands. And seeing if you can let that go really floppy and loose. Perhaps opening out the hands and letting them relax. And letting your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders sink down and just be wherever it is. And then continuing on into the body, into the organs and the muscles of the belly and the back and the side and the diaphragm. Really gently, perhaps taking in a breath right down into the belly as low as you can. Really softly and delicately, allowing yourself to experience that gentleness that you deserve. And letting go of any tension, however feels good to you. And then into the hips, into the buttocks, the tops of the legs, and letting go, releasing any tension or holding on. And allowing your focus to drift down into the muscles and the bones of the upper leg and the knees, and then down into the lower legs. And maybe squeezing and letting go, or breathing and letting go, or just allowing that area to get heavy and to sink down. And then taking your attention into your feet, perhaps wriggling the toes, maybe pointing and flexing the feet, or just giving them a shake. Maybe a little twist or a turn. And then letting the feet lock open and relax. And if you're sitting, allowing both feet to rest gently on the floor beneath you. And now taking the focus to your breath, not trying to do anything, just being here for a moment, resting with the breath. There's nothing you have to do right now other than listen to the sound of my voice and let yourself relax. And reminding yourself that you are safe, that you deserve this time to relax, that is just for you. And know that it's really important that we give ourselves time to relax. We are not designed to be busy all the time. Your heartbeat beats, and then it rests, and then it beats, and then it rests. Your breath inhales and then exhales. The body models exactly what we need. Breathing in and breathing out. And checking in with your body. How are you feeling right now since we started the beginning of our time together? While finding the joy meditation. How do you feel now? Do you feel any different as you check in with yourself? Has your breathing changed, or is it the same? How about your body? Is your body feeling any different? And there's no judgment, there's no right or wrong. It's just noticing and being, allowing yourself to be a human being as you were designed to be. And seeing if you can take your focus now into your heart. And I want you to imagine or to remember the time that felt joyful or happy to you. It might have only been a moment. It might have been long ago. It doesn't matter. It's just the feeling. It might not have even been your experience. Perhaps it was a film you watched or other people enjoying themselves. See if you can get hold of that feeling of joyfulness, of happiness, or imagining how that might feel. How might that feel for you? Let your imagination drift into something that you think might bring you joy. Or take yourself to a place where you felt that joy. I'm really not trying to force anything. Just see if you can get hold of that feeling, however short it might have been. And just remembering, enjoying, imagining whatever it is that you're doing. And see if you can feel the feeling of that joy. Where do you feel it in your body? It may take a moment to do that. So just allow yourself to enjoy whatever that thought is, or that feeling that's helping you find that feeling. Just allow yourself to enjoy it. And you might find it helpful to imagine a dial. And then inside your imagination, turn up that dial and make that feeling even more intense. And you can choose where you turn it up to, whatever feels good for you. And if you're imagining a scene, maybe you turn up the dial of the intensity of that scene. Make the colors brighter. Make the laughter louder, or the smiles, or whatever it is. And let that grow. Allowing yourself to feel that intensity, that sense of joy within you. And if you have any voices, any inner voices, or any mind chatter, just allow it to be there. You can even thank it for its thoughts. And then allow those thoughts to drift off, as though they're being carried away in a hot air balloon on a sunny day. And letting go of any thoughts that are keeping you from your joy. And if joy seems too much, there may be a moment of happiness. It might be something tiny. There is no judgment. Just looking for that feeling of joy or happiness, pleasure, and allowing that to expand. And noticing where in your body that feeling is. Might be in your face, might be in your heart, might be in your belly, might be in multiple places, might be in none. It's all okay. And then I want you to imagine that feeling as though it's a light. And you can choose a color for that light if you'd like to, whatever that sense of joy and happiness, whatever color that might be for you. And then I want you to let that light, that color, expand out through the whole of your body, allowing it to grow, maybe using the dial, or imagining it like the sun, or some whatever works for you to allow that to expand and fill you up from the top of your head, the bottom of your feet, the tips of your fingers, and all around you. And let that expand out further into your world, spreading it out as far as you like. That sense of joy, that sense of happiness, really relaxing. And there may be other thoughts or memories of joy and happiness that you wish to add into this. And if you're happy where you are, then don't. But if you have other thoughts that are coming in, then welcome them in. Thoughts of joy, memories of joy, moments. Might be laughter, might be a moment, a smile, a feeling. Might be a sunset you saw or a beautiful view. Could be anything at all. Anything at all. It just brings that peace into your heart and that sense of happiness and joy. And just really allowing that to spread through your body, out of your body, out into the world around you. And I want you to send it forward in time, sending it into your tomorrow, into your next week and the week after, and into your 5 years from now, 10 years, 20, 30, whatever feels right for you. And then sending it back through time into what you think of as your past, perhaps into your childhood, into your teen years, your adult life, wherever you are, sending it back and forth and allowing this lovely, joyful feeling to entirely envelope your life, letting the joyfulness come out of you as though you're the sun and the joy is emanating, shining from you. And I want you to see if you can capture this moment so that you're consciously remembering this feeling of joy. Maybe it's a moment in your life, and I want you to take almost like a psychic photograph for yourself to remember that moment. Or maybe you even have a photograph of this moment in your life. And maybe afterwards you might get that out and put it somewhere to remind you, perhaps on your phone or in a frame. And if it's your imagination, maybe you might want to do a vision board or find a similar image to help you. Just following your intuition, but not doing anything right now other than just capturing this moment. And it might be, as I say, a visual, almost like a psychic photograph, or it might be a feeling. What can you do to capture that feeling? Just really noticing that, so that if you want to come back into this feeling another time, you know how you found your way in. And so as we come to the end of our journey together, if you wish to stay, if you're feeling relaxed and happy and you've nothing else to do, then you may wish to stay here. But if you have other things you need to do, then I invite you to very slowly, very gently come back into the body. And you might want to dim somewhat slightly the light of your sun of joy, or maybe you don't. It's completely up to you. What feels good and what feels safe for you as you go back about your day. And taking your focus to just behind your closed eyes. And then coming back to the room and gently, gently opening your eyes. And see if you can look around the room and notice 5 things. Just look around to see what are the things that might make you smile. Might be outside of the window. It might be inside the room. And then taking a nice deep breath and starting to move, just allowing yourself to move in whatever way feels natural for you. You might need a little stretch, you might need a little wriggle, you might want to get up, get yourself some water perhaps. And just an invitation that you're in a very gentle, loving, peaceful state. And to look after yourself. Maybe take some time. If you've got a journal, you might want to perhaps journal. You might want to stay in your peaceful state. Maybe sit in the garden or sit down. Do something creative. Do nothing at all. Have a little snooze. Whatever feels good for you. And so I hope you've enjoyed this peaceful Finding the Joy meditation. And I invite you to do it more often. It might be something nice to do if you want to have a little break in the day, or before you go to bed if you want to have something lovely and joyful to listen to, or maybe in the morning as you wake up, so that you can start your day with a sense of joy. And I hope that once you've consciously tapped into that joy and you're aware of it, that actually you can bring that to mind anytime you like. So let me know how you got on with the meditation. I'd love to hear from you. Please do subscribe and like, and share with a friend that you think might like to have a bit more joy in their life, that might need a little bit of happiness, a little bit of relaxation, and to feel really good about themselves. I'll see you in another video. Lots of love.